Right, George Rose, this is what we sort of live for as fight fans and boxing promoters, right?
Yeah, this is what it's about. This is one of the really good ones, and I think when you get a good domestic matchup like this, to have a great fight week like this is what it deserves. This is what we do.
What have you made of the build-up to this fight?
I think it's been great. I think it's been a long build-up. You know, usually we don't promote our fights for this long, but for this particular fight, we announced early, and it's just built. It's built slowly over the past few months, and to get to the point where we're at now, we're going to have 10,000 people out here at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. We've got people picking sides left, right, and centre. It's everything that we wanted for. We've got a great undercard, and fight week has just kicked off with a bang here at the Lena Rooftop.
Is this fight too early for Nikita Tszyu?
Look, I mean, depending on who you ask, he's probably a couple of fights away from Michael Zerafa. That's what a lot of people might say, but a lot of people said it about Tszyu versus Horn as well. And even I thought that Tim might be a couple more fights before that one. But look what he did when he came out there and put on a show. You put people with this sort of talent in the deep end, and that's what they do. And Nikita's swam in the deep end his whole professional career. He's been fed undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter into an opportunity like this. He's been swimming in the deep end since he made his debut.
What are you expecting in this fight?
Anything. I think both of these guys, the unpredictability of both of these guys, whether it's Zerafa at his supreme best, capable of beating some of the best in the world, or whether it's Nikita, with his ridiculous knockout power and rolling the dice the way that he does. It's anything's possible, and I think with any Nikita Tszyu fight, anything is possible. You don't know what you're going to get, but now you add into the fact that he's facing Michael Zerafa with the calibre of his resume and his capability. Anything is possible on Friday night.
It's a win-win for you guys, this fight. Michael wins, you go for that Tim fight. Nikita wins, America sort of beckons for him, right?
Well, look, the thing for me with this fight, and I keep saying it, is that I don't think it's a fight that you look past it. You look at what's happening for this fight. This fight is so big for Australia that all you got to do is focus on however long this fight lasts, whether it's 1 round, whether it's 10 rounds, whether it's 5 rounds. That's all that matters right now, because off the back of this fight, the opportunities of what can happen off the back of this fight are endless. Both domestically and globally, anything can happen for both of these guys.
Liam Paro, some massive news for him past couple of days as well. Thoughts on that?
It's been a fucking roller coaster, to be honest. It's good and bad, right? Like, I, along with most of the rest of Australia, wanted to see Liam Paro fight on Friday night, and he found out a week and a half ago that he won't be, and the disappointment of that it was tough. It was a tough one to cop, not only for us but for Team Paro. But what's happened off the back of it, the opportunity that now presents itself is, it's a roller coaster. Like you're on a high knowing that he's coming into this fight that I believe that he was going to win, and then it dips, and then you're back up again here now, and I believe that he can beat Lewis Crocker as well too. So it's a roller coaster, but it's a great roller coaster to be on.
How are, discussions going? Where does that fight sort of take place? What's the status there?
Yeah. So it's happened. It has happened pretty quick. We've only just obviously just found out the news. Got the result from the IBF. We will start negotiating, and we will look to get a result soon. Unfortunately, we're in the middle of the biggest fight that we've done for quite some time here in Australia, and the biggest fight that we might see for some time in Australia. But it's a busy week, but that's happening in the background.
Tim Tszyu fought about a month ago now. He did face some criticism for perhaps not getting Velasquez out of there, but boxing purists would say that he boxed beautifully and did what he had to do. Your thoughts on that, and what's next for Tim Tszyu?
Look, he's always going to have critics. When you've got the support and the noise that surrounds Tim Tszyu, you're going to have critics. Not everyone's going to be on the bandwagon, so it's just something that he deals with, and we all deal with. But I thought it was great for him to get back on the winners bandwagon. Like that's what I was happy to see. I was happy to see him get his hand raised. I was happy to see him out there get some rounds against a guy that's dangerous, a guy that had the potential to be able to knock him out, a guy that hit him in the back of the head at least 5 times with some solid force. Tim took it well. Tim pushed through. Tim got the job done. To walk out of there with a clear victory, I think it's a great result for him. And he finished 2025 as a winner, and I think that's an important thing. Not only for his resume, but for his headspace to finish 2025 as a winner, rolling into 2026 now, knowing what could lie ahead this year. I think it was a great way to finish the year.
You mentioned up there earlier tonight about a potential super fight here in Australia later in the year. Any sort of exclusives on that? Is that a Tim Tszyu fight? What are we looking at there?
2026, we are going to do a mega show here in Australia, and I'll give you the exclusive right now. No, I'm not giving it. You've got to wait for that. Come on, man.
Give it to Ash. You'll give it to Ash.
I'll give it to Ash. I'll give it to Ash in Spanish. She can decide if she wants to translate it to you. If she doesn't want it.
Is she translating this week? She wants to know.
No, it's not this week. Not this week. Yeah.
But yeah, big show this year.
Massive show this year coming, and this year I think it's going to be a really good year. I know it's going to be a great year because, as I said, Tim Tszyu finishing 2025 as a winner. This show opening the year, when you open the year with the greatest domestic grudge match that we've had in a decade, you know the year's going to be good. Because it can only get better, right? It's not getting worse, I'll tell you that much. I can tell you that much.
Thanks so much, George. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.